All right, everyone. So most of you know me as Aaron the Toy Enhancer. I'm obviously going through some drastic changes with my life. I know I've lost a lot of weight, but it's all for the good. I'm gonna show you guys a whole nother world, one that I was introduced to a long time ago. And for those of you going through divorce and problems and just tough times in life, this is something that can save you. Right now, we are in Hiram at a place called Rolling Panda. This is my affiliated gym affiliated with Team Roberto Travin. We're gonna go in here, we're gonna get a good workout, and we're gonna learn some technique. So the parking lot is slammed full. This is one of the biggest gyms in the surrounding Atlanta area. The mat space is incredible. It's run by a phenomenal professor named Brent Hamilton, and also his son, Coach Keegan. So let's get in here. Let's see who's teaching tonight. There's a lot of people on the mats. Let's see what we can get into.
All right, guys, let's go. Tonight we're going to start on the floor roll, warm up. So you have one close to your side, you move around. You're not trying to submit that, you're move. Warm up. You shouldn't be breathing heavy for a floor roll, unless you're extremely out of shape. We're going to do that. And you shouldn't be breathing heavy for sorry, guys. Today's time. Let's do extremely out of shape roll. So you just move around. You find yourself stuck in a dominant position too long, just fall over. Just fall off. Don't follow you. Right? Make sense? Cool. So guys, jump park.
warm-up's a little tight, you know?
Luke just asked to do burpees, guys. Nobody want to do burpees because of Luke?
No, Luke shows up late and gives us burpees.
All right, guys. As always, thanks for taking the time out of your evening to come listen to me talk about jiu-jitsu. As I always said, I really think jiu-jitsu will benefit your life and you'll have a shot at the back. Also like to talk about that sales pitch. Jiu-jitsu is for everybody. It's absolutely not for everybody. But if you can stick to it, you'll 100% benefit from it. We had a competition last weekend. Professor Travis' team Royal Travis, we won the Atlanta Open for the 27th time, I think. But we had a couple guys from our team compete. Everybody did well. I think Tim got his first submission as a brown belt, right?
Yes.
His first submission as a brown belt.
Yes.
Ended up with silver in the tournament, right?
Nice.
Keegan got silver. Rob took gold. He's sandbagging a purple belt already.
Good job, Rob.
So, doing good, I guess. He got scared with the adult division, so he went to Masters and started dominating. Sound about right, Rob? So, no, everyone who competed did well, but everybody who competed also has something you need to work on. That's what you get from competition, is what you need to work on. Win or lose, you have something you need to work on. Right, Rob? You won. You still have things you want to work on, right? Yeah. Did everything go as planned? Right. Tim, you had a good match and a tough match. Did everything go as planned? Right. So we have stuff we need to work on. Every single person has something they need to work on. If you want to compete, it's a great way to measure what you need to work on. If you don't want to compete, you get your measurement of what you want to work on in here. It doesn't matter either way. It's just somebody else trying to win a match. It's an open mat with different people you've never rolled with. That's all competition is. At the level we're competing at. Nobody's out here trying to compete for money or anything like that, right? Any pro fighters I'm missing in here? That's adorable. That's so cute, white belt. What's your name again? Yeah, so we're not here trying to compete for money or fame or anything like that. We're trying to get better jiu-jitsu. So competition is just an open mat somewhere else. Make sense? So treat it like that. Go out and have fun. Enjoy yourself. Don't put too much stress on yourself, because if you win, so what? If you lose, so what? That's all. You get a cool trinket. You hang it on the wall. Kind of fun. We got some trinkets up there. When the fans go on, they start moving around. They think like a wind chime and stuff like that. Kind of cool. No. So what are we working on Monday? That's it? Just Americana? What?
This lot, Americana.
We work on some very fundamental movements, or basic submission chains from side control, correct? We're going to continue on and review what we did, and then we're going to add at least one more to it. So, sure, come on. We have, I like knee to my hip, or knee to their hip, so I can control their hip position. My other elbow controlling the other hip. So right now, if he tries to move his hips, I can either stay with him or stop him from moving his hips. If I'm leaving space for him, if he moves his hips, he's got a lot of space, he can recover his guard and things like that back. So I don't want that. I want to connect to him so I can control the hip. So I'd like to be out or up under the armpit. Here, I'm chest on chest. Calm down with that frame for a second, okay? Let me talk first. Then you can frame, but let me talk first. We're chest on chest. I'm underneath his head, and my head is low. I don't want space. I don't want to be up here like talking and stuff like that. Listen, it gives all the space for him to put frames in. Frames are bad for me. Good for him, bad for me. So if you're on top, your goal is to take away all the space, most of the time. Depending on the moves you're going for, you're trying to take away all the space. If you're on bottom, you're trying to create space, most of the time. So if you're the person on bottom and you feel you're a big, strong guy and you want to hug the person, you're helping me. I want you to hug me. Cool, I'll take away that space. Every time you let some air out, I'm going to take away that space some more. So it's going to be harder to breathe in. I want that. Hug me, hug away. Let's hug it out. We'll have fun. No. So the person on bottom will be what's called a frame. He wants a frame underneath, create some space. You want to start hip bumping, all that fun stuff, and get some more frames, building more frames. But what we're going to work on is traditional Americana. The traditional way to set it up is 2 hands across the body, pin it down, all that fun stuff, blah, blah, blah. You can look it up online, it's cool. The more realistic way that works is when you're in here working to get the frame up in here, I'm not going to take this hand out to try and do that, right? It just does, it's creating too much space, too much opportunity for him. So I'm down here, nice and tight. I'm going to go against the way he has a way to defend himself. When I start pushing this way, he's strong, he pushes back, right? I won't be able to do that. So I'm here, I'm gonna push his wrist out that way and catch it with my hand. Simple enough? So he's got his frame here, or reach up and push the wrist down that way. Resist, George. I said resist, you move your arm down. Resist it. Stop me from putting your arm down. Just push it down a little bit. It's really hard for him to defend because you don't really train many exercises right here with just the arm strength here, right? So go against the arm strength here and catch it. I'm gonna go under his arm, catch my own wrist. As soon as I have my grip locked up, I'm passing my elbow over his head, pinning it to his neck or ear. Right here, the young guys have good flexibility, so I can't finish it. So I'm gonna take and bring his elbow as close to his hip as possible. He wants to tap right now, I even start lifting. Lift up a little bit and they tap. So it's important to really bring the arm down this way to put the shoulder in a bad position. Keep everything tight here and the arm down this way. So once you're here, it's just barely lifting like that, and it finishes the move. Up here, he's got a lot of movement, all that movement, right? I don't want that. It's too hard for me to finish. Down here, little movement, he's tapping. See his body kind of tense up. So we're tightening everything up down by the hip. So again, we're in side control, he's framing, push it down, catch the wrist. Come underneath the arm, catch my own wrist, pass over the head. Bring everything down, still connected to his head, bring this elbow down towards the hip. Keeping the hand on the ground, slowly lifting the elbow. Takes a little bit of a lift with most old people. Like Dre, you wouldn't have to pull it all the way down, maybe tap it. Yeah, you touch it. He's like, oh, tap, you're good. Any questions? Anyone need to see it again? Remember, go slow, control it. We all work for a living, so give the person time to tap. Got it?
Thank you, sir.
All right, 1, 2. Talked about when they hug you, right? It's a common defense for lower belts, but they grab hold, they hug you, right? I'm going to control this arm. I want to pinch it with my elbow or with my shoulder or my head and control it. If his hands are locked, I need to break the lock, so I'm going to switch my hips through this way. As soon as I switch through this way, I'm catching this here, and I'm immediately turning my hips back over and stepping over his head. Here. Working up towards the hand, it's a straight arm bar right here. Or I can hug it. So I slide up to his elbow to hug it, or stay below his elbow and get straight arm bar. If I stay over like this and do it, George is going to kip up, do a sit-up, and I'm going to fall my back. I don't want that. So as soon as I switch my hips to break his grip, so he's here, he's got his grip locked, I can control, switch my hip to break the grip, and come back over. Immediately. Stop him from ever kip up. And then I can work on my arm bar finish or my wrist lock. Easy enough? Calm down. You're a Marine, damn it. You're embarrassing Dre. So again, if they don't have their hands locked, I don't have to switch my hip. So if hands are locked right now, I'm gonna switch my hip. But if they're not locked, just bring one down. So I'm just gonna control here, and I can start walking over towards it. Another thing Frank asked me about Monday. He was grabbing his own his pants with his arm here. So I trap here and switch my hip through and grab hold of his pants and try and defend. Makes it hard to grab hold on. So when I step over, I'm just driving this way. So I drive with my shoulder away to rip the pants grip off. Make sense? I'm not trying to power through that grip. I'm just grab hold. I'm stepping over and I'm driving across the body this way with my body. So using my shoulder and all my power to drive across to break the grip versus trying to lift up with it. Because you're in an awkward position trying to lift up. Just lean across the body. Make sense? Yes, sir. Any questions? Yes?
What's your best option to keep him from yanking the arm out and bear hug?
What do you mean yanking his arm out?
Like when you have a hug,
Yeah.
keeping him from going out, is it just afraid on the other side?
There's really no option. But I'm just, when I got it trapped here, I'm above the elbow and I'm hugged here, right? And I'm here. There's really nowhere to go. He has no position to move here to pull his arm out. I'm using this arm pulling to my body and hugging here with my head to keep it trapped. So it's pretty much in a straight line right now. So it's really hard for him to try and pull that out if it's flat on his back. If he's up on his side, maybe there's an opportunity to pull it out, but I don't want to be there. I'm here smashing him. My weight's on top of him, controlling his shoulders to the mat, keeping him from pushing me this way, keeping me from taking any direction so I can play here. Make sense? All right, let's give it a shot. 1, 2. For a hug, I already have his arm tracked pretty well. Think of that shotgun style arm or come across this way. They're both there to play with. So just pay attention to this arm also, because it's available. Catch a quick tap out of it. Just drive your elbow back. Slowly in control. Just drive your elbow back.
Sounds better than trying.
Grip it, guys. Grip it. No, not at all. So again, I'm here. I'm underneath the arm already. I have a trap. I sit through this way. I have a trap here. Stepping across. It's still trapped here. Bring it slowly back. Or going to the arm bar. Across the body. So they're both there for you. You can trap the arms up here. Make sense? Yeah. All right, play with it. 1, 2. That second little tricky arm bar I showed you guys. It's there, even if anytime I get underneath his elbow here with my knee, that arm, that one's there. Even if he's not hugging me, if he's framing like he's supposed to be, he's framing here, I switch through, I have that arm, I step over, it's there. Make sense? So anytime you're under his elbow, under the shoulder with his elbow in tight, you have that arm bar. It's an option for you. Pinch it, sit through, step over, and it's there. Easy enough? Sure. So pay attention to that, play with it some, and then we're going to move on to the common defense for the Americana. You just straighten your arm out to the side, and I'll have an arm bar from there. Questions? Yes? Okay. All right, let's give it a shot. 1, 2. Okay. Very dumb defense, but it's common defense. Professor, he's going to show an option.
Alright, so everyone always frames. Go ahead and frame. Right here, right? So this is what I do. Instead of getting rid of this arm to do this, I'm always going to push with my head and my chin. I'm going to pin him down. All your weight with your face to pin it down. Boom. For the Americana. Now, when this comes, the defense is what? Keep your arm out. To the side. Okay? So, when his arm goes to the side, under the elbow, this still stay above the elbow towards his armpit. So as he transitions, go ahead, I'm still there. Some people will put their forehead closer to the wrist for pressuring it down, and this arm is going to pull up. So you're basically doing that. Okay? But the problem is what? The mat. So you need leverage. Your right hand is leverage above the elbow. So pin his wrist down. Still keep your figure 4 here. Pressure on the elbow, above the elbow, and I'm going to push down with his wrist, pull up to his elbow. Here, and pull. Okay? Some people switch.
Yeah, which I'm going to show.
Yeah. So, but this is the common defense, right? So, frame, pressure, pressure. Damn it, you're supposed to make me look good. Right? Under, over. As he stretches out, keep that lock, pressure above the elbow, and push, pull. That makes sense?
So when you trap the arm out like this way, you don't, and you have this, you're thinking rotate the elbow this way. So when you're lifting your arm, you rotate the elbow this way as the fulcrum. So your arm's under here, and when you start lifting, you're rotating the elbow this way to finish the actual move. Because the fulcrum, the angle of the elbow is out. So you're rotating, when you're lifting your elbow, you're rotating it forward to finish that move.
Dr. Brent will adjust you.
Any questions? Yes.
What about when they shoot the arm straight up? You do the arm bar straight that way?
That's the right way to defend it.
Okay, so that's the
Yeah.
wrong way.
Did you overcommit and you come up over the top of the body like that? Yeah. So what he's talking about is if Professor, he just takes the Americana on me and goes to the Americana on me and you get here. My defense is up like this. Takes away the armbar option. Because if she wanted to go straight armbar, she'd be way too high on me. I'd be able to work my way out of it. Out like this, she's got the option to lead across my body, still pin me down, get the armbar and finish it. Up like this, makes it much harder to finish. So the traditional better defense for Americana is raise your hand. Or never be there in the first place. Make sense?
Which is true.
Yes.
And people always ask me all the time, how do you defend that position? Well,
Don't get there.
don't get there. How do you do that?
Calterra, arguably one of the better,
Come
best
to
lightweights to ever
fundamentals class, that's how
compete.
you learn that part.
Calterra, arguably one of the best lightweights to ever compete. Actually, if you ask him how do you get a closed guard, don't get in. Yeah, that's it. Don't get in. Questions, comments, complaints? Play with that. 1, 2. It's all preference, right? Professor Easter and I were just having a debate on the preference. So again, the Americana, come across here, they straighten their arm out. I like to switch my grip. So instead of keeping this one up here coming under and staying there, I'm going to pin this down, switch grips here. Go this way. And my arm bar is here. Wrist lock is here. If they try to start bringing their arm down to the ground, I've got my Kamora here. And transition over to the Kamora. Make sense? So again, I push it up this way, he straightens his arm out, I switch grips. Come to there. Same arm bar, wrist lock, but if he turns his hand down, then I got my Kamora. I'm gonna bring him up on the side and finish the Kamora. Calm down. Yes.
And you have to bring up on the side to finish it more.
Yeah, because the ground's in the way.
Yeah.
If you got this here, there's no shoulder pressure there. I can try and come up like this, but it brings him up. Either way, it's easier to bring him up on the side here. Control here, and then you got choke options too. All sorts of options. It's all preference stuff. But play with that option. So which one you like? Switch your grip at the beginning or switch your grip at the end. The way Professor Easter does it. Out to here, get the arm bar here. They start turning their hand on the wrist. Then she'll hug it and switch the Kamora here. Same end point, just different position, different time when we switch the grips. The same exact end point. And that hug it portion of it is the same arm bar we have here, right? I can hug it and step over for the arm bar, or I can hug it and go for the Kamora, or a straight arm bar. All there. And wrist lock, yeah. Make sense? Mm-hmm. So play with it and see which one feels better to you. Because it's all preference. It's all right. Got it? You know, confused? Absolutely. Cool, I am. So, not only me. No, let's give it a shot. 1, 2.
Anyway.
Your kid?
Hey, Jack.
Alright, listen up. Every roll tonight, we'll start from side control. Any questions on that? Every roll tonight, we'll start from side control. We're going to find our own partners for the first few rolls. After the roll, we find our partners. So it's going to be quickly for the first few rolls. Look at around. Find live from side control. You tap, go back to side control. Any questions on that? When the timer runs out for the first few, you have a very short amount of time to find your partner. If I look around, there's enough people that have your partner, everyone's going to nervous for a whole round. 10 minutes. Questions? Cool. Find a partner. Go.
So we start